Hello and welcome back to your 30-Day Actor Challenge. In session 1, we went over your desired results. You still have that list? I hope so. In session 2, we went over expectation. Expectation aligning your focus, how it's a power and an art. Now, how do you get your expectations to match up with your desired results? What do you actually use to do that? Actors, as well as characters, use one thing, and that's called words. Words create everything in your life. Everything. Actors know what's going to happen next. Why is that? It's because they have a script. You have a script. I have a script. We have a script. So we know what's going to happen. And yet we have to pretend that we don't. We have to stay in the moment. How do you do that? How do you break down a script in such a way that you can come across truthfully, honestly, and authentically so you can get the part? Because characters don't know what's going to happen next. It's a total and absolute surprise to them. So how do you mingle words with the actor and the character? In order to effectively mingle the character with the actor, who is you have to find out who you are first. I know that may not make a lot of sense right now, but bear with me here. You are the actor. You want to choose a particular role, of course, that you love, that you adore, not something you like, not something that just pays well, because if that's the case, your power, your passion will not be focused. Your expectations will not be high, and you will not get the desired results that you want for your acting career. This is why certain people in the industry stand out. Now, before I tell you how to stand out in the entertainment industry, I'm going to give you a few words to think about. Remember, words create everything in our lives. Preparation comes before promotion. Preparation comes before promotion. If you want to be promoted in this industry, you must prepare. How do you prepare? You prepare by finding out who you are. Do you remember that list that I included in the past session about the 5 W's? Who, what, when, where, why, and the bonus how. So let me ask you something. Who? That's a word. It's a very important word. Who are you? Who? No, not the who. Who are you as an actor? In other words, what do you want to become as an actor? Who do you want to become as an actor? When you think of the name Bruce Willis, you think automatically Die Hard. You think of action hero, right? Okay. When you think of Anthony Hopkins, you think of Hello, Clarice. Okay, in Silence of the Lambs. When you think of an individual out there that you admire, they fit into a certain role, right? Mainly, okay? They may do other roles, but primarily you are remembering them for a certain role because that's how they stood out. They had to find out who they are, and that takes time. So, who are you? Not your name, not what you do for a living, not even your family and friends. Who you are as an actor means what. That's the second W. What you want to play as an actor. What kind of roles would you like to play? Because what you are inside is actually who you are inside. It's your passion, it's your obsession or focus on where you want to be in this industry in the next 6 months, the next year. You only live one day at a time. So relax. I want you to relax right now. And reflect. Even put me on pause. And reflect on what type of actor you want to become. Because truthfully, we're becoming something every single day of our lives. Spiritually, physically, emotionally, mentally, and financially. We are becoming. There is no stop sign, okay? So put me on pause. Think about who you are and what type of actor do you want to become. Did you put me on pause? Did you figure out some ideas that you might have on what type of actor you want to become? Are you more dramatic or more comedic? Do you find more enjoyment out of thriller or horror action movies? Or are you the type that would be in family-oriented Christian films? There are many different types of films, as you well know. So, who you are is what you want to become. So we have who, what, where. Where are you right now in your lifetime? Now that covers a lot of areas. Geographically, for example, you are in a certain state or country. Where do you live? Where are you emotionally? Are you up to the task of becoming an action hero physically? If not, then you must prepare for that promotion. Remember? Prepare for that promotion. Build up your body in such a way that you can accept roles as they come in action movies, because it takes a lot of physicality to be in one of those. Where are you financially? We're all on a certain budget. I don't care who you are, okay? Everybody has a certain budget. So where are you financially speaking? If you can't take a class, well, you're taking one right now. But if you can't take a workshop, for instance, that comes along, you know what? You can come to me. I'm an acting coach. I can help you. My modules in the future will help you tremendously as we go deeper into the art of words, into the art of acting. Where are you socially? Do you have a support group? Do you have people that will support you in your endeavors to become a great actor? Even if they don't understand you, they can appreciate you. Where are you in your relationships? Your relationship with God, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with others. That has a profound effect on your acting career. So, where are you? Oh, I almost forgot. Remember expectation, the power and art of expectation? Where do you want to be in your future as an actor? Where do you foresee where you want to be? What's your expectation so you can get the desired results that you want? Where do you see yourself in 6 months or in a year or 5 years from now or 10? There is a powerful saying, and it goes something like this. Most people overestimate what they can do in 2 years and underestimate what they can do in 10. You say, David, I want to become a great actor right now. I appreciate your passion. However, say for instance you're 26, and in 10 years, how old would you be? 36, right? Exactly. So if you studied and diligently adhered to becoming an actor and training yourself to become an actor, in 10 years from now, how old would you be? Same thing, right? 36. Exactly. So don't be so much in a rush to get quality, because quality in a rush, when you rush it, it becomes quantity, and quantity is very common. You're not common. You're uncommon, and that's why you're taking my course. Who do you want to be? What kind of actor do you want to be in 10 years? Okay? Where do you want to be in 10 years? When? That's a great word too. When do you want to become a great actor? I know, right now, right? Okay. Let's break it down a little bit more. Let's take that word and create. Words create everything in your life. Let's create something else, another question, because everything in life is a question, isn't it? When do you want to go to the gym? When do you want to take that workshop? When do you want to save money so you can move to another area in the United States or outside the United States so you can educate yourself? When do you want to develop a better relationship with someone or drop that relationship because it's holding you back? These are tough questions, maybe. So when is a very important question. When do you want something? Because that gives you control, doesn't it? When will tell you where. And where will tell you what, and ultimately will show you who you are. These all go together, sort of like the hand. Who, what, when, where, why? Well, that's the next one. So, when do you want to accomplish something? When do you want to speak up? When do you want to, you fill in the blank. Number 5 of the W's, why. Now, why goes even deeper than when. It goes even deeper than where. Even goes deeper than who, but they're all connected. Why? Why do you want to become a great actor? Why do you want to play this role in the future that's coming up? Why are you doing auditions and not making it? Why are you persisting in this acting career? Why are you doing it? Why are you doing what you're doing? Because you want intangibles. Yeah, that's what I said. It's like, whoa, where'd that come from, David? You want intangibles. You want to be loved. You want to be accepted. You want to be famous because it will fulfill something inside of you. You want to earn a lot of money so you can help your family to grow and to be happy and fulfilled. Why is a huge question that I want you to ponder on this week for this 6 days in this challenge. Why do you want your desired result? Why are you going for that expectation and planning it out carefully and painting that canvas with the different colors of the words that you are producing through your thoughts and your actions and, of course, speaking them out? Why? It's very important to dig deep on this because your why will connect to your how. How you do something and to what intensity you do it depends and leans upon the why. In other words, the bigger your why, the easier the how. If your why is strong enough, if your belief in what you're doing is strong enough, the how will just come. Of course, it'll be work. Acting is a lot of work. But if you have a strong enough why, your how will be actually enjoyable. How means strategy. How am I going to move from Michigan to New York City? I pondered that when I did that. So how I did it? My why was so strong that I went to the store and I bought New York for Dummies. I didn't care if anybody thought I was a dummy, because I was. I wanted to know what to expect. I wanted to raise my expectations to get my desired results, and I wanted the right words to use it so it would propel me forward into my desired result. Does that make sense? You see how all these things are going together? So, why and how are sort of like close brother and sister, okay? Siblings, if you will. So, how are you going to find out who you are, what kind of actor you are, where you are physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually? Physically? I said physically. So who, what, when, where, why, and how. The how kind of pulls everything together. Pulls it together. So how is a very important question, and it hinges on the 5 W's. So ask yourself, how am I going to do this? Go to your why. Well, why am I doing it? Well, then answer the question of where and when and what and ultimately who you are inside, because that's where the power resides. That's where your desired result resides, right in here where your heart is. Okay? So words create everything in our lives. These 5 W's plus the bonus how, that will help you in your lifetime. You can refer to these constantly and they will change. Do you know why they'll change? Because you are growing. You're growing, evolving, and becoming a better actor, a better version of yourself, a better human being. Okay? Characters don't do that. They're in a script. And the words are very important because it describes them. But words create who you are, what you are, where you are, when you are, why you are, and how you do. So you might be asking, well, David, this is very interesting, but how can I apply this to a character? How can I apply the words that you gave to me, who, what, when, where, why, and how, which are actually questions, how can I apply it to a character so I can involve myself and get into the life of that character and play it convincingly, get the audition, and become a great actor? Well, let's dive in right now, shall we? For a study, let's choose the movie 1946, It's a Wonderful Life, starring Jimmy Stewart and Donna Reed. This movie is, well, it has a heavy plot to it, and I'm going to read it to you right now, okay? An angel is sent from heaven to help a desperately frustrated businessman by showing him what life would have been like if he had never existed. Now let's just think about that just for a minute, okay? An angel is sent from heaven. That's a pretty tall order, okay, to save one man because he's desperately frustrated and he needs to see what life would have been like if he had never existed. Now, I chose this movie for various reasons. One, excellent scenes, excellent study when it comes to who, what, when, where, why, and how. Excellent emotions, very identifiable. And also because I was in it. No, I wasn't in the movie. This was 1946. I was on stage in California and I played George Bailey. It was an honor. And I learned a lot about life through this. Remember when I said we just went over who, what, when, where, why, and how concerning you, the actor? That's right. Because every time that you study a character, whether it just be for preparation for opportunities that come in the future, or for an actual audition, you are going to find out so much about yourself. In fact, I'm going to give you something right now. There are two major questions that you will always ask, you should always ask about a character. And here it is, concerning yourself. How am I like this character? And how am I not like this character? Because once again, you have yourself, you have the character, and you mingle, you come together, and you're parallel. What is parallel? You have some likenesses and you have some differences. Now, parallel is not exactly right. I'll give you a fun example, okay? You take two hands, put them together. They're alike, right? No, they're not. I'll tell you why. Go like this. Okay? You have two opposing thumbs, all right? So your hands are similar, but they're not exactly alike. It's the same way with a character and with yourself. You're going to find some similarities about this character that you can relate to right away, okay? And you're going to find some vast differences that I would never do that, or I would never even think about doing that. I would never think about committing suicide, which actually is part of the plot of It's a Wonderful Life. So it makes a very interesting unity, right? So let's just dive into a few scenes in this movie that we can ask questions about. Before we begin with the first scene, I would like to tell you something. We're going to start with the word who, okay? And who, as you know, has many different questions. Who are you physically? Who are you emotionally? Who are you mentally, financially? Who are you spiritually? Who are you to your girlfriend or your boyfriend or your father or your mother? The list can go on, as you can see. So what I want to do with this particular scene and with following scenes from this movie is this. I want to focus on who the character is emotionally, okay? Because emotions are the reason why people get excited about movies. Emotions are something that you can attach yourself to and you can relate yourself to or not. This is why people go see movies. This is why people go see plays, because they want to be moved emotionally. So we're going to concentrate on the character's emotions, okay? Now, in this scene, George Bailey is wooing Mary. What is wooing? Wooing is flirting. Wooing is showing his muscles, okay? Literally. And it was a lot of fun doing this scene. So his emotion in this scene is excitement. Look at me. I'm all about me. And you need to watch me. Adolescent, okay? So how can you relate to this character in this particular scene? How I related to him is that I was just happy to be. I thought to myself, I'm on stage and I am happy to be and grateful to be in this role. And I want to show my muscles and I want to feel young again, okay, because I was in my early 30s, okay, such as Jimmy Stewart was at this time, but he acted like he was about 17. So in order to evoke a proper emotion, an accurate emotion for a scene, you move in such a way that produces that emotion, because E equals motion. E equals motion. But what kind of emotion is it exactly? He was excited, so I chose the emotion excited to play this scene. If you watch the scene in the movie, he's all over the place. He is proclaiming his love in such a way. What was the one line? Oh yeah, you want the moon, Mary? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around it and pull it down. I'm going to see Italy, Greece, the Parthenon, the Colosseum. And so he's all over the place. And she's very quiet, allowing him to express himself. So, how are you excited? What makes you excited? Have you ever had a girlfriend? Have you ever had a boyfriend, depending on who you are? Have you ever wanted to show your stuff, okay, in high school? Okay, these are the things that you draw upon in your own life in order to come together with a character. Now, in this next scene, things have drastically changed for him in his lifetime. He no longer is the happy-go-lucky, carefree young man that he once was, because his father died of a stroke. And because of that, he decided willfully, because he has a good heart, to take over the building and loan. So he had to put his dreams on the wayside, okay? And he had to take care of his family. So this has changed the way he moves, the way he feels about his life, the way he feels about Donna Reed, Mary, the way he feels about Bedford Falls, which is the place where he lives. Now, I have a question for you. Life is made up of scenes. You have many scenes in your life. If you're not aware of what I'm talking about, simply look at your photographs. Simply look at the photographs from a certain age to a certain age. Okay, many things happen in life that change your emotion, that change the way you behave. Okay, so in this scene, I want to ask you something. Take a look at his face. How does he look? Does he look happy? Does he look angry? He looks desperate, doesn't he? He looks desperate, and he looks a little bit crazed. All right? Why is that? It's because more things have happened in his life that are unfavorable, that his desired results have all but disappeared, and his expectations for his life are plummeting very quickly, to the point where he wants to commit suicide. Now, in this scene, it was a challenge for me, as it would be for you, to approach such a belief system, to approach such a scene as this. But still, sometimes you have to do that. If you want a part in a movie, in an independent film, on a stage play, you're going to have to make decisions based upon, how am I like this character? How am I not like this character? Now, if you have never thought of committing suicide, for example, you would have to find out something in your backstory, in your lifetime, that caused you to feel so desperate, that caused you to be so afraid, because desperation is also fear, right? He was paralyzed. Right now, you could do this, okay? Right? Tense up your muscles, all right? And think of something scary in your life. Think of a roller coaster. Whoa. Think of a roller coaster, all right? You're like this, and you're desperate, and you're desperate. This is desperate for you. You're at the top, and you look down, and there is a track missing. Use your imagination. You're looking down. The track is missing. There are no brakes. You're going to die. You are going to fall to your death. See how that is? Okay? You can manipulate your nervous system in such a way that it looks real. How does that work? Ask yourself who, what, when, where, why, and how in relation to the character and to yourself. Believe it. Takes imagination, okay? Remember that you're serving a character, you're not serving yourself. And then it comes out in your physicality. So let's briefly go over session 1, session 2, and today's session number 3. Session 1 was all about your desired results. I want you to refer to them frequently. Look at the list of your desired results that you want in your acting career and your life. Observe, reflect, and update even your expectations. What do you expect to receive? How high is your hope? How high is your expectation? What kind of fuel is there? Okay? Because focus on your desired results and your expectations will skyrocket. You want to keep them in the air. And as for words, which this session is all about, words create everything in your life. So allow your vision of your desired results to enhance your expectations in life and vocalize it with your words. Now, here is your homework for the next 6 days. I would like you to write down for the next 6 days who, what, when, where, why, and of course, how. I want you to ask yourself who you are and write it down. As much as you know right now, because we are on a journey. Life is a journey, not a destination. What you want to accomplish in the next 6 months to a year. What you want to accomplish in the next 10 years. It's not right or wrong. Don't go for perfection. Go for your dream. Go for what you feel inside. Okay? So what do you want to accomplish? Be specific. The more specific you are, the easier it is to see. When do you want it? Remember, you have time. You have a whole lifetime to do this. Don't rush it. You want quality, not quantity. So I want you to go over the 5 W's and take notes on yourself. Reflect upon what you want in life, what you want in your acting career. And then on a practical note, I would like you to pick out your favorite movie, your favorite film, your favorite play. And I want you not only to watch it, however that works, whether it be live or on the computer, I want you to read the play, read the film script. Why is that? It's because we retain more when we read than when we watch. Okay? That way you'll understand a character. And I want you to ask yourself, how am I like this character and how am I different? What are their expectations and do they match mine or are they totally different? What kind of results did they receive? And do I want those type of results in my own life? Remember, once again, expectation, desired results, words, they all go together, okay, to form a life. Congratulations, and I will see you in the next challenge.